Good morning and welcome to Hometown Living.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having us.
So for those that are not familiar with Dismas House, tell us a little bit about their mission.
Yeah, so Dismas House, a lot of folks think about us as a halfway house, and we are that, but we're also so much more. So Dismas House fosters healing and belonging for folks coming out of incarceration. And we do that in a really old, beautiful family-style home in Monroe Park. And we really just do life together.
Yeah. For sure.
We help to create opportunities for folks that are coming home that are needing that wraparound support. The residents really get to know me, they get to know my kids. We share meals together. We have community members that come in and share meals with us. And we're neighbors. Yeah. We're community members.
I love that. So Jose, you are the house manager.
Correct.
But you are also a member.
Yes.
So what did it mean for you when you were coming out of incarceration to know that you had a place that you could kind of get your feet wet to kind of re-enter into maybe a different society than you knew before?
Well, it was amazing just to see that setting. I'm from East Chicago, and so, you know, I grew up in gang violence, drugs. So my family home wasn't like, you know, unity. It wasn't love, you know, too much love in there. So I did 9.5 years in prison. Coming out, I was introduced to Dismas House, and, you know, coming in there was like just seeing the vibe of the love and everybody treating you as family, sitting at dinner tables. You know, I never did that. So being able to actually experience that, the connection and the help that Dismas offered me, you know, growth and development, you know, being able to just mold me into a person of things that I want to do, you know, into a career, you know, dreams, you know, Dismas has helped me with all of that.
Wonderful.
And that's who I am now.
I love that. So you have an event this week that's a re-entry simulation. And I read a little bit about that, and it sounds very interesting because I don't know what that's like, but it sounds like it gives people an opportunity to kind of experience that.
Yeah, I think we're doing it for those that might have experienced it in the past. We're doing it just a little bit different this year, and I'm really excited about it. So the re-entry simulation, it's going to be held Friday morning at the St. Joe County Public Library, Maine. But we're actually going to have it led by Jose, by someone with lived experience.
Wow.
Because I think that's something that Dismas is, we really stress the importance of. I grew up with family members that experienced it, but I don't have that lived experience. I don't have that firsthand experience. So when we're looking at a reentry simulation, I think it's incredibly important that not only are we open-minded about the idea that we're just really getting a little taste, right? Because you get to be done after 3 hours.
Right, right. And go back to your normal life.
Yes. But we're also going to learn from someone who's actually gone through it. And I think that's critically important. So Dismas, we really work to amplify the voices of those that are coming out of incarceration. So folks are going to hear very little from me and a whole lot from Jose on Friday.
Wonderful. And you have 2 other events too.
We do. We are very busy. So we have 3 big events happening in 30 days. So the first is actually happening tomorrow night. It's Wednesday, right?
Yes.
The event's happening tomorrow night. Lord help us. So we have a documentary screening of Recovery City, and it follows the stories of 4 women in recovery. And so we then have it followed by a panel of 4 women, including a current senior resident, Christine Hines, who is our resident recovery coach, and I'm going to leave this with you today. Our board president, who's a graduate of Dismas,
wow.
Which I think is pretty awesome. And then a current intern that we have at the house that is a Dismas graduate who's now studying human services. And another recent graduate who's an entrepreneur who's running a business here in town. So they're going to share what it was like to be in recovery and re-enter and all of those things. And then April 23rd, we have our really big annual benefit dinner. And we're really excited about that. We have Jamie Campbell Bower from Stranger Things. I understand he's from Twilight as well.
Okay.
But from Stranger Things. He's he's going to be coming out and sharing kind of his recovery journey. While our core mission really is reentry, and for those that have been incarcerated, we do also have about 70 to 80% of our residents that are also in recovery from some type of substance use disorder. So it's a really big part of what we do.
Well, thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being able to share your story, and thank you for what you're doing for our community, because it's something I think that's overlooked but much needed. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
If you would like to learn more about Dismas House of Indiana or take part in their re-entry simulation, just head over to dismashouseofindiana.org.